Hey, uh, hope all is well. Hope this thing is recording. Um, I want to say hello to everyone that's here. Thank you for joining me. I want to open this up with Bible scripture because I do believe in the Bible. So if you could stomach it, go ahead. Stay on or fast forward it. I don't care. But this correlates with the video as well. It says all things are. No, that's not it. Oh, maybe this is it. Not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is. All right, here it is. It's number 9. The thing that has been, it has that which shall be, and which is done, is that which shall be done. And there is nothing new under the sun. That's mainly the part of what I wanted to read. There's nothing new under the sun. Basically, it's just saying that, you know, everything has been done under the sun. There's nothing really necessarily new. Now, you could say S-U-N, you could say S-O-N, meaning the Christ, the Son of God. But regardless of however you look at it, there's nothing new. So the information, the things that's being presented to you, more than likely is nothing new. I believe if you live in this world probably around to the age of 30, everything is just a big cycle. It's like living in a cycle, and the faces, the people, the faces, the different things may change. However, it's still the same. It could be the same storyline, the same drama, just maybe a little bit more theatrics in it. Things just, it's not really different, to be honest with you. Um, People, the faces change, but the actors, the scene is the same, the storyline is the same. So Trump, uh, when he did his inaugural speech, he he quoted, of course you may know, if not look it up. He quoted a scene out of the Batman movie from Bane, and Bane, I really don't. I had to watch a commentator on the movie because I only seen this movie like one time. I'm not really like one of those big movie nuts where you're gonna sit down and watch the movie for hours and hours on end. But you know, this channel has to deal with a lot of correlation, obviously, with the last video that I did. If you looked at it, I was trying to correlate between in the last video that I did, is the only video on right now, between Pop Smoke, the this whole his move, which was the Wuhan, as in Wuhan, China, the Chinese restaurant that was in the movie, and also the tower, which was also a conspiracy theory that was in the movie. I mean, that was in his video, rather. So there was all of this correlation um, of very, very similar events. They could have been anywhere. They could have been in Burger King. They could have been McDonald's. They were at a Chinese restaurant with the name Wu. Basically, it looked like Wuhan, you know, whatever. Eating Chinese food. So my point that I'm making to you is that there's a lot of correlation in life. It's just the spirit. I call it this. I call it the spirit of the Lord. There's something there that is showing us. It's not people. Um, I don't believe it's necessary. There ain't no genius in the world that's going to put this stuff together. Okay, and you are what you eat. There's a lot of people that look at these things and it just becomes a part of us. But there ain't that much correlation in the world. There's not that much planning in the world. It just not. Life don't work like that. Okay, it doesn't. Things have to be done, and when it's done, things follow after that. So on another note, sorry about my talking about things, but that's my opinion, not necessarily a fact. A lot of speculation there. I apologize. So let's get into this video. Sorry for the long intro. So we have here Bane and Trump. Bane obviously wears a mask. Right now, we're in this age right now where everybody, the whole world, is wearing a mask. Trump, what he did was he decided to quote Bane, and Bane just so happened to wear a mask. There's a whole lot of things that I have about masks that I'm gonna save it for another video, not this one. Okay, good. I'll save it for another video, so I'll stay on point on this one. So said man has a mask now. This man has to should wear a mask. That's what they say. Obviously, he said he's not going to wear a mask. That's understood. Bane fought for the corrupt of Gotham, and Trump is also said that he's fighting. I mean, he's fighting against the corruption of Gotham. That's what Bane did. He was more like a hood type of hero. Bane fought against the corruption of Gotham. Um, Batman fought against the people that were going against the government. It's kind of like if you really want to look at it, Batman being the Obama, which was for government, and Trump being Bane, which was fighting corruption. Not necessarily pro-government or not, Bane would fight corruption, and that's the correlation between Trump and Bane, is they both fought corruption. And if you don't believe me, then go look at the freaking movie, okay? This stuff is real. And so, but the crazy part about all of this is, I don't know the guy's name, but Batman was trained in this movie that happened in 2012, which was, I think, 8 years ago. This movie happened. I believe that a lot of the movies that are going on in 2012, you'll see a lot of synchronicities in the year of 2020, because that's, I think, 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago. So, yeah, I use my fingers. So anyway, what I'm trying to explain to you is that eight signifies of time. So you'll see a lot of things taking place. We may not have understood it because 8 years ago, from when Trump was there, these things didn't happen. You would have said, oh, he just copied him. But there's more to it. You have to look at what happened 8 years ago after 2012 or whatever. It's very hard to explain. But anyway, in any event, there is a lot of things that went on in that movie. Bane freed the prisoners. Okay, Bane comes out of I don't know much about the movie, but Bane comes out of jail, and all of the prisoners are getting free, and the prisoners love Bane. Okay, and that's exactly what's happening with Trump. A lot of people are being free. They're being let loose. Okay, and they are they're letting loose out on the street because of the whole COVID thing. So now here it is. You have prisoners that are being let free. You have a guy that wears a mask. You got a guy that you got the whole country that's supposed to be wearing masks. You got prisoners being let free. You got a guy that's fighting corruption. You got, it's just a lot here. Now maybe we should hold maybe we should go get, I'm not saying do it because I don't really, that's not going to solve nothing, but hey, maybe we should ask these guys that do these movies and say, hey, what kind of crystal ball do you have? Do you realize that You're predicting the future with this stuff, and we're eating all of it. Maybe you should start making it where the people don't die, people don't get killed. There ain't a big drama scene. Maybe you should make it where, you know, the little people, everybody wins. I don't even know. Will it be even a good movie? Because does everybody want to see a movie where everybody wins? I mean, everybody always wins, but there always has to be a villain and so on and so forth. My point that I'm making to you is you are what you eat. Be careful of the things that you watch. I know you have no choice sometimes to watch it because everyone is watching it around you. Don't let these people influence you to the point where you can't think for yourself. You want to be able to think for yourself. And in order to think for yourself, you're gonna have to step aside from the sports, the movies, the music, and everything, and not allow yourself to be influenced. Because there's a lot of people that are being influenced by Trump's behavior, but they don't understand that Trump's behavior is just part of the fulfillment. Okay, fighting the corruption. It's not really, don't get too necessarily involved, because yeah, fighting corruption's great, but this was in a movie. I mean, and this is all movie because Trump's an actor anyway. All right, he was in WWE. So, you know, for you to take it extremely serious is another thing. The main thing you need to take serious is when you see that your food supply is down, when you see that your in jobs and everything like that is down. What do? The best thing that you could do is pray and ask God to heal the land. Ask God to forgive. Ask God to open up your eyes so that you could see exactly what's going on, because there's a lot that's going on that the Lord, the universe, is trying to tell you. Besides, hey, look at Bane, look at the corruption, look at this, look at that. No, God is trying to open up your eyes and let you know that he has come that we may have a life and have it more abundantly. But they don't want you to see that. They want you to see these action figures and then portray it as the president of the United States. I mean, this is not real life. They want you to go against each other. And black folk, you could forget it. Melanin folk, you could just forget it. We're at the bottom of the barrel at times. Forget it. But in this case, I believe that Batman resembled Obama, kind of like that. But, you know, that's my own take. It could be totally wrong because I barely saw the movie. But the point that I'm making is actually, forget what I just said because I don't even know what I'm talking about. My point that I'm making about the whole Obama thing, but the point that I'm making to you is that what is real out here is when you open up your door, you see the bees flying around, you hear the birds chirping, you see the squirrels in the front yard, you see maybe a stray dog, a stray cat, you might hear a car alarm, you might see a car driving by. That's what's real. And that's the area that you can affect the most, is the area that's around you. And the area that's around you, the best way on how you can affect it is by spreading the gospel, spreading some type of good news. Be of good cheer. Be of a person that's going to be fruitful in your community. Not necessarily a person that's going to be harmful. Let's build up the community. All right, it ain't about money. Especially to those that have been sick and with this COVID thing, you start realizing in that bed, because this thing's a demon. It's a demon from hell. This whole COVID thing, people wearing masks because they this, that, and the other. You know, they scared or this virus is coming. And then you got folk on here I'm going in. I'm sorry. You got folk on the internet right now that are telling me that this virus ain't real, but I got people around me that are dying left and right. And then on top of that, you're going to believe that the weather can be changed with freaking antennas, but you're not going to believe that the virus is real, and you're going to tell everybody to go back to work, but you barely work yourself. You just get on this YouTube thing and tell everybody that you go to work, but you don't go to work yourself. I am so ticked off at some of these YouTubers. And or you may drive or something, and you're telling everybody go to work because you want your truck stops to be open or whatever it is. No, this thing is real, and they're trying to make Atlanta a bomb site. They got all the caskets out there.